Salut à tous et bienvenue dans votre nouveau web magazine en partenariat avec Cospro. Aujourd'hui nous sommes à Paris, la ville lumière, pour la Middle Earth Con, l'occasion pour l'équipe de rencontrer le casting du Seigneur des Anneaux et de The Hobbit.
My name is Sean Astin, and the character I play is Samwise Gamgee.
Hello, I'm Billy Boyd, and I played Pippin in The Lord of the Rings.
Hi, my name is Manu, Bennett. I play Azog in The Hobbit.
Hello, my name is Brophy. I'm from New Zealand, and I play the character Nori in The Hobbit.
The big white guy.
And I also played Schnaga, Shaku, Nezgal.
Thank you. Bad guy.
A couple of elves and some other people in The Lord of the Rings.
The one who killed Thorin.
Hello, I'm Adam Brown. I play Ori in The Hobbit.
Vive la France. When we arrived at our first meeting and all the dwarves were around the table and Peter Jackson was there and Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens, Alan Lee and John Howe, the artists, were there, and they had these artist recreations of how they saw our characters in terms of the different stages in the film, with the hair up, with the hair down, with the different types of costumes.
I kind of planned out Pippin's journey through the Lord of the Rings, so when he meets Frodo, when he first sees a Black Rider, and how all the moments that affected him and try to get his character arc.
You know, you talk about loyalty, and it's easy to be loyal to a baseball team when you're winning, but it's hard to be loyal to something when it takes a long time and you're in pain and you have to be patient and there's travel involved.
Because he has quite a distance to go, Pippin. From, the Hobbit you find in the Shire to the one who's fighting, in Minas Tirith with Gandalf.
So I feel like that idea for Sam of being loyal and being honest means more after you've invested a lot of time in it.
We got an incredible backstory of not only how we fitted in individually into the film, but how our families fitted in terms of what our relationship to Thorin was, the line of Durin.
So I wanted to kind of, the best that I could, honour that story. So, I had it all mapped out in the book and also in the script.
When I was preparing for Azog, I had very limited time. I was only given 4 days notification.
Originally I auditioned for Bilbo.
Azog was originally cast as a 7-foot guy in a suit, but Peter Jackson at the finish of the movie decided he wasn't necessarily happy with that.
It was wonderful actually. I got a phone call from Pete and Fran and Philippa, and they said, whatever you do, don't change anything. We absolutely love your audition, and your audition has influenced the casting and the creation of Ori. So they decided that they needed a bumbling, kind of younger, innocent character.
I got out the night before going in to perform. I got out Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, I got out Empire Strikes Back and Jaws, the movie The Great White Shark. So I'd seen an image of Azog and I thought that he looked like a predator.
So yeah, we were given carte blanche really to flesh out those stories. They gave us the background, and then we were given the opportunity of deciding how we played that.
But I didn't want him to be a predator without meaning. I just wanted him to be a predator where in his world to do this kind of thing is normal. You know, I didn't want to make an evil character. I wanted to make a strong character that just would look and know what its prey was.
I was quite lucky that my audition sort of shaped the character, and we were able to really kind of use that as kind of a springboard, really.
Then I wanted the power of a leader like Darth Vader to kind of, you know, that was my objective. I said to my manager, I said, I want to give him a voice that's as powerful as Darth Vader and a presence.
We turned up in New Zealand about a month before we started filming, and we started, you know, learning how to sword fence with Bob Anderson, who is this famous sword master.
Yeah, we were very lucky that we were originally only going to have 3 weeks of dwarf boot camp, and it ended up being 8, and I think it was a very wise thing.
It actually went on to be quite a long time, dwarf boot camp, which was all of us just doing
horse riding first, or go to the gym, followed by horse riding, followed by dialect coaching.
So to prepare for Sam, I had to eat a lot of food.
And we went to the gym.
I'd never been to a gym before I went to New Zealand.
A lot of food. And then we would lift weights and then eat food.
Pretty much every day.
And then stop lifting weights and eat more food.
Then we would go to stunt training, where we worked with our stunt doubles about our fighting techniques.
Sam was about really eating. That's how I prepared for Sam.
And we would also do a circuit training with them, which was lifting bags and smashing on the ground.
Singing lessons. I had calligraphy lessons, writing in Nori's kind of sketchbook.
And then we also had dwarf movement training, which is learning to walk and talk and act like a dwarf, which was also fairly intensive.
So it was taken very, you know, seriously that we were all in shape and healthy.
A lot of doing forward rolls and the kind of things that you would do in battle when you were trying to avoid getting blows. So,
because the days were long as well, you know.
Jumping ropes, doing things like this with ropes, getting our bodies physically prepared to be doing the fighting stuff.
It took sort of 3 hours to become a hobbit in the morning. An hour to put on your feet, an hour to put on the hair and makeup.
And you know, the feet, they put the feet on you and you wander around in the feet for a little bit and you kind of get used to them. They sort of feel normal after a while.
I weighed my costume one day on the wet set.
The backpack was annoying.
I weighed myself before putting the costume on, and at the end of it I was 28 kgs heavier with my costume and the weapons on it. So
it wasn't ergonomic. It wasn't a modern backpack.
Carrying that around all day was, you had to be strong.
So it was physically draining, you know.
We went from being a bunch of fairly middle-aged men to being a very fit fighting crew.
lot of times in the convention space, the friendships that people bring to the hall are as important as their costumes, and maybe even as important as the film experience or the literary experience, because they're sharing it with someone. And I think that's what the fans represent to the actors.
C'est assez sympa de voir justement qu'on peut tout à fait démystifier une personne que voit à l'écran, là on dit c'est un acteur, mais c'est un être humain comme vous et on peut très bien avoir ce contact, ces échanges et le plaisir d'avoir un petit temps avec eux, et donc ça c'est vraiment appréciable.
If you look at the cosplay society, there's a lot of people that would be sitting at home on their own that now have a community that they can actually play with in the weekends, people that they feel that they have an affinity with that are like-minded.
I love the panels. I love the panels. I wonder what Samwise Gamgee would have been if I would have done 150 panel discussions about him before we started.
And when you travel as an actor and people love so much what you do, it can't but help you, make you feel good.
It's satisfying. And when people look at you and they're so grateful that you did something, it makes you feel satisfied.
PeopleCon, c'est toujours entre amis. Enfin, Brice et Vanessa, ils sont accessibles depuis les premières conventions.
Si, il y a une très très bonne ambiance, que ce soit entre les staffs, les fans et puis les acteurs. Il y a vraiment une énergie qui se crée, un bel échange entre tout ce petit monde, et c'est vraiment très très sympa.
On est vraiment entre amis, entre fans, et les stands, on retrouve les mêmes. On a l'impression de revenir voir la famille.
It's a very positive thing. There's not a lot of negativity that comes with the franchise, I have to say. It's not the same for other films. It's a unique thing in terms of how this community is. And
coming to events like this, it's just fantastic seeing everybody so geared up and excited about The Hobbit 3 years on from the last movie.
It's very humbling. I don't know any actor who worked on it that doesn't feel that way. We were the privileged ones.
Alors pour moi, rencontrer un acteur, c'est surtout symbolique, parce que donc ces personnages, on les voit surtout dans le film. Mais de nous-mêmes, en regardant le film, on se dit pas ah, tiens, un jour je vais le rencontrer et tout ça. Du coup, quand on le rencontre, c'est vraiment un grand moment. Et
we yearn for the fans as much as the fans yearn for us. I think it's fair to say that.
Yeah, I think it's lovely, you know. I think it's I think they're wonderful stories straight away.
Imagine if we did it and no one watched it. We create this amazing journey for ourselves, and that's good, but it's made so much more full and rich because you're sharing it with other people. So
to know that we reached out and touched people and it means so much to them, not just the films, but in terms of how it makes them feel about themselves. I think that the tenure of the films in terms of what the films talk about is that an individual making a sacrifice can make a difference for other people. And I think that humanity that's in the films touches people.
People have the experience. They watch the movies and they can live with the movies and they can watch them over and over again, and every Christmas they can watch them with their family, and that's it. But they come here because they want a little something extra. They want to extend their experience.
It's always nice to meet the people behind the character because it gives insights. Like yesterday, Manu, Bennett, he gave this amazing insight in how he saw his character Azog, how he played it.
It's just wonderful because it keeps the memory alive for us. And we discover new stories and we get to meet all my friends.
We know that we were lucky. Believe me, we know how privileged we were because I've worked on other films. They're just films. These have a life outside of that.
French fans of Middle Earth. It's really lovely to be here.
I hope that for everybody that comes to this convention walks away knowing a little bit more about the production of this film and this trilogy.
Thank you very much for your support. It means so much to all of us.
In knowing that, you'll know more about the thing that you love, and that's important.
But to my French fans here in Paris, this is probably the best convention I've been to in terms of how well we've been looked after. Very professional crew, amazing fans, incredibly respectful.
Paris is one of my favourite cities.
The most beautiful city on the planet, and I desperately want to come back.
thank you for the invite.
And I just thank you for inviting me. So thank you, PeopleCon. Thank you, Paris.
Thanks everybody for having us. I think I can speak for all of us when I say we've had a wonderful time. Yeah. Oh, it's sad.
Yeah, thank you very much. You're a really great bunch of people. You've made us all feel very welcome, and we've really had a great time. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
And as I said, I will be staying here at the hotel until next year. So you just need to bring me food and love every day, like you have been here, and I will be happy.
To be an artist and to be able to share the moment with people is the most important thing. So thank you for your attention to me, for appreciating me, for acknowledging me, for coming and sitting and listening to me and my second voice. And for that I have only a very humble way of saying my gratitude and thank you very much.
This is a powerful weekend in this country. It's a year anniversary, and they just opened the Bataclan again last night. Sting was in town, and you just look at the group of people who've come to celebrate Middle-earth, and you're the best of what humanity has to offer. So I thank all of you for being so bright and open and happy and full of meaning and joy, and it's a privilege to be in this country right now and with all of you. So thank you for that.
Et voilà, le voyage en terre du milieu s'achève sur cette belle conclusion. N'hésitez pas à liker et partager la vidéo sans modération. Et on se donne rendez-vous le 14 et le 15 janvier pour la Welcome to the Magic School 3.